Hi there, welcome to Whiskies. My name is Yuma. This channel mainly focuses on Japanese whiskeys, introducing tastes, stories, and relating information from a Japanese perspective. Today, I'll be talking about places to find whiskeys in Japan. With the global pandemic beginning to settle, more people are starting to visit Japan, and I'm sure whiskey fans are also starting to visit Japan. If you're one of those whiskey fans planning to visit Japan, this is the video for you. I will be going through the major places where you can find whiskeys in Japan. First up is the convenience store. If you're staying around the city, I'm sure you can find a convenience store around your accommodation. They provide you with literally anything from food, socks, toothpaste, anything you can imagine, and of course, whiskeys. Major convenience stores like 7-Eleven, Lawson, and Family Mart, they all have an alcohol section where they sell all kinds of alcohol, including shochu, gin, vodka, wine, and also whiskeys. As for whiskeys, blended whiskeys and American whiskey is mostly what you can find. Some stores have single malt whiskeys which are Scotch or Japanese. Stores should be checking your ID when selling alcohol, but it is not strict as it is in the United States. Most of the stores would never ask you to show your ID unless you look too young. At 7-Eleven, the cashier machine would have a touch screen where they would ask you if you are 20 years or older. You can use your credit card in the store, so even if you don't have Japanese yen in your wallet, you can still use your card, so don't worry. Next up is the supermarket, grocery store. Basically, most of the supermarket grocery store would have an alcohol section in the store. But here, I would like to recommend Seijo Ishii and Aeon. Seijo Ishii is known for those high-end grocery stores. They provide you with a wide variety of goods, especially imported goods. So if you're finding something outside of Japan, then you might want to try out Seijo Ishii. They also have good listing of alcohols, especially wine and whiskeys. The price range varies, so you can find whiskeys from around the world with low price tags to expensive ones. The high-end whiskeys tend to be stored in a cage, so you might want to ask a store staff if you want to look closely. Aeon is a humongous supermarket chain, and it's like a Japanese version of Walmart or Target. You can find clothings, home appliance, and daily groceries, including whiskeys. Their whiskey inventories are rather good, but most of them are under 10,000 yen. So if you're looking around that price range, then you might want to try out Aeon. Both of the stores are credit card friendly, so give it a try if you find close by. Quijote is another popular store which has a nice whiskey lineup. I see a lot of tourists visiting the store, but to be honest, I would say the pricing is a little bit high and they're selling good and rare whiskeys for an expensive price. But like I said, they sell rare whiskeys including limited edition Yamazaki, Hakushu, and Hibiki, so if your time is limited, but still you want to find a good whiskey in a short period of time, then Don Quijote might be perfect. Liquor shop is another place where you could find whiskeys in Japan. In Japan, there are two types, local liquor shops and chain liquor shops. You can find at least one local liquor shop in one area, and most of them are run as a family business. These liquor shops tend to be strong in one or two types of alcohol. So for example, one might have a wide variety of shochu, while another might have a wide variety of Japanese sake. There are some local liquor shops where they focus on whiskeys, but there aren't so many, so you might have difficulties finding one. Even if you were lucky and were able to find one, as it is run as a family business, the shop staff might not be capable of speaking in English. Also, these stores tend to only accept cash, so keep in mind if you're visiting one. The good side of these local liquor shops is that they might still have some old bottles on their shelf. Especially local liquor shop in a rural area, they might still have old bottle of Yamazaki, Hakushu, and Hibiki. If you were lucky and were able to find one, you might be able to get it at retail price. Chain liquor shops may be much easier to visit, especially if you're a tourist visiting to Japan. The famous ones are Yamaya, Liquor Mountain, and Shinanoya. There are 1,019 Yamaya shops and 188 Liquor Mountains across Japan, and 17 Shinanoya in Tokyo and Kanagawa Prefecture. These three shops have a vast amount of whiskey, and it is loved by whiskey fans in Japan, including me. Shinanoya is a go-to place if you're finding for a bottler of whiskey. They have a great list of privately bottled whiskeys. All 3 shops have a duty-free shop, so that would be a huge advantage for tourists. If you're staying around the Ginza area, you can find all 3 shops, but I highly recommend visiting Liquor Mountain. They offer a good amount of Japanese whiskeys, including old and new, and they also do tasting. You can try out a sip of their whiskey lineup for just few hundred yen. They also sell whiskeys by weight, where they have a shelf of 100ml bottles filled with various whiskeys. It is nice to try out whiskeys before buying a full bottle. Today, I have introduced you to major places where you can find whiskeys in Japan. Whiskey is gaining popularity in Japan, and more places are starting to sell whiskeys. I hope you can find what you're looking for during your stay here in Japan. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. Hope to see you next time. Bye.